National Policy Conference. President Jacob Zuma has conducted a walkabout in the exhibition part of the Nasrec Conference Centre where the policy conference is underway. More than 3,000 delegates from across the country are attending the conference. Today they'll unpack issues around the implementation of the National Development Plan with a key focus on the economic and social sectors. Policy Chair for Strategy and Tactics, Nathi Mthethwa, will brief the media on those discussions. Committees are meeting behind closed doors. The conference runs until Wednesday. Right, well, let's get a bit more now from our reporter, Lucanio Calata. He's at that policy conference. Lucanio, good afternoon. Over to you.
Natasha, thank you very much. Yes, it's day 4 of our rolling coverage of the ANC's National Policy Conference here at Nasrec. I can tell you that over the weekend we've done many interviews, and we've spoken to lots of, particularly the chairpersons of the ANC in the various provinces. I can tell you that what's happening currently is that a very large contingent of media representatives and media houses are currently on a walkabout with President Jacob Zuma. Something very similar to what had taken place yesterday with the Deputy President, Cyril Ramaphosa. We expect the walkabout with the journalists to last maybe for another 30 minutes, another 30 to 45 minutes. And then thereafter, Natasha, we expect to for the much anticipated briefing with Nathi Mthethwa. It was supposed to have taken place yesterday already, a briefing on the ANC's strategy and tactics going forward. After, of course, what you would remember was a very scathing report by a diagnostic report by the Secretary General, Gwede Mantashe, on Friday. Also, what we do expect is that later on in the afternoon, we'll then start getting briefings from the ANC on the various commissions. After the 2 or 3 days, they had discussed the state of the organization, and from today up until Wednesday, the party or the delegates here have now broken up into the various commissions. There's about 14 commissions, if memory serves, and where they'll obviously discuss a way forward, where they'll discuss the policies, what happens from here on out, and those policies will then be ratified, I think, at the elective conference in December. So we were also expecting to have a conversation with the chairperson of the ANC from the Free State, Mr. Ace Magashule. Unfortunately, his team haven't yet released him to us, but we do hope to bring you that interview, because that all forms part of the discussions that we've been having largely with the various provinces as to their expectations of this policy conference and what this policy conference needs to decide to put the party, or at least to help the party going forward towards the elective conference in December, as well as what happens thereafter. Because remember, the decisions and the policies that are taken here are essentially the foundations upon which the ANC will build, or the next leadership of the ANC will build for the country for the next 10 years. That is, of course, assuming that the ANC does win the 2019 general elections. Natasha, for the time being, that's all we have from you from Nasrec, but we do hope to bring you that interview with Ace Magashule, the chairperson of the Free State, in just a little bit. So for the time being, it's back to you in studio.
What impressed me more is the quality of the debate. I think it has gone up, particularly if you listen to the stalwarts and you listen to the youth in particular, and delegates in general. And they are really focused. And I think up to yesterday, we discussed all the things that we wanted to discuss. And the fact that we had this time more days, I think that gave us an opportunity, which I believe in, an opportunity to have more debate so that there's more clarity. There is time to clarify issues that they may not be clear. So this policy conference is going very well. And I think anyone will agree when we say the results are going to be wonderful, and the recommendations, therefore, to the National Conference in December are going to take us very far forward, because ANC branches are debating. They are debating any issue that we think of. And we also looked at ourselves, the situation of the movement, and we have been very frank about it, as always. And we are looking, this policy conference is, in a sense, looking for solutions to challenges that face us. And we are crafting them as we discuss, and taking decisions that were not there before. For an example, what is that we can do to ensure that all our resolutions and policies and programs are implemented? There is a very strong focus on that one, because we realize that on the implementation side, there are some hitches, and we are trying to solve those matters. So it is going absolutely very well. We are very happy, and we believe that the ANC, as always, when the challenges are there, the ANC rises to the challenges. And I think that's what this conference is doing. It's rising to challenges that are current, because the ANC in government and the ANC in the struggle to liberate itself, those are two different areas that need people to realize that fighting for freedom, absolutely important. But as Tambo said, you will think it is difficult, but running a government is even more difficult. I think we are rising to the occasion. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you.
All right, President Zuma live from Nasrec, just being doorstopped there by some of the members of the media. He was saying that as far as he's concerned, this policy conference is going very well, and members have been holding very frank discussions about the state of the party and looking into the various challenges that the party has been facing. But he seems to think this policy conference is going very well. Well,